What's your thoughts on that main event? What did you make of it? Is the right winner in your opinion?
I believe so. I believe the right winner for sure. Like, it could either win a draw or Bivol. And I'm happy with the decision, and I look forward to seeing it. Like, to see.
If we compare with the statistic, yes, me, but I don't think so too.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
You're being humble, right?
Because I'm lucky. It's all because I'm lucky.
Straight away, get a showing.
Yeah. We're ready to fight.
Showing.
Yeah. We're ready to fight whoever. We're ready. We're here ready.
And how do you think, is this the first time in React?
I think it's gonna be a go. Hi, I have to ask about yourself. Talks about Autocrash.
Yeah.
You're gonna see you headlining an Autocrash?
Absolutely. Definitely in talks about Alcatraz. You hope to fight. Hey, you know what, though? It's an honor. I'm grateful. Put myself in this position, and now we're just here to take over.
One more from me, Beterbiev, Bivol, the rematch. What a great fight that is in Saudi. How do you see that playing out?
It's gonna be a really good fight again. Both are great fighters, and
Do you see yourself fighting a light heavyweight again?
maybe.
Maybe.
BBV and Bivol are set to clash once again for all 4 light heavyweight world titles on February 22nd in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Their rematch comes just 4 months after their first meeting, where BBV edged out a majority decision victory in a closely contested battle, becoming the first undisputed champion at 175 lbs in over 2 decades. However, some boxing fans felt Bivol deserved the win. With another tightly fought contest anticipated, the stage is set for a thrilling showdown next month.
Biev and Benavidez, who do you think is the biggest challenge for you?
Oh, Beterbiev.
Beterbiev?
Yeah,
Why is that?
because he's a champion. He has something to offer me.
Unified super middleweight champion Canelo shared his thoughts on the upcoming rematch while speaking to Fight Hub TV, admitting it's difficult to separate the two fighters. "It's going to be a really good fight again. Both are great fighters," he said. Canelo is no stranger to the 175 lb division, having claimed the WBO light heavyweight title in November 2019, with a victory over Sergey Kovalev. He later returned to the division in May 2022 to challenge Bivol for the WBA light heavyweight title, but suffered a unanimous decision loss. While he continues to hold the WBC, WBA, and WBO super middleweight titles, Canelo didn't rule out the possibility of moving back up in weight when asked if he was interested in another light heavyweight campaign.
There one person that comes to mind.
No.
Bivol maybe, just to get the rematch. Bivol maybe.
Bivol is one of the guys.
If Canelo moves up to light heavyweight, a rematch with Bivol could be a possibility, he hinted. When asked about the Beterbiev versus Bivol rematch, David Benavidez shared his prediction, saying, "To be honest, I would pick Bivol because Bivol beat Canelo." Speaking with Ariel Helwani, Benavidez explained his reasoning, adding, "So basically, when I beat Bivol, that would prove I'm better than Canelo."
Just to break, I was throwing it to target, because with guys like him trying to break the wall, you could be catching the trap.
Benavidez further added, "I know Dmitry Bivol really well. I've sparred with him a lot. He's a great fighter, and we've had some intense sparring sessions, so I would definitely love to fight Bivol. If Benavidez were to secure a victory over Bivol in the future, it could finally be enough to entice Canelo into facing him." In another interview with Jim Lampley, the 28-year-old claimed that a fight against Canelo would actually be easier than one against Bivol.
100% honest with you, the only thing that the Canelo fight brings to me is money. You know, it's not all about money. I want the respect from the fans. I know a fight with Canelo Alvarez is way easier than Bivol, because Bivol is the one that beat Canelo Alvarez. So now I'm in.
Benavidez further added, "I know Dmitry Bivol really well. I've sparred with him a lot. He's a great fighter, and we've had some intense sparring sessions, so I would definitely love to fight Bivol. If Benavidez were to secure a victory over Bivol in the future, it could finally be enough to entice Canelo into facing him." In another interview with Jim Lampley, the 28-year-old claimed that a fight against Canelo would actually be easier than one against Bivol.
You know, that's what I'm more interested in. I'm interested in going up there, winning all the titles, and winning the respect from the people.
Did you score Beterbiev Bivol 1?
I thought Bivol won.
The chances of beating Bivol are getting slimmer and slimmer, but at the end of the day, I don't want to speak on what those men can and can't do, Benavidez said. Speaking to Shahzid, the newly crowned WBC interim light heavyweight champion, and first in line to face the winner, Benavidez analyzed the fight based on his experience sparring with Bivol and sharing the ring with former Beterbiev opponent Alexander Gvozdyk.
Great boxer, and he has punching power. And then Beterbiev, I think he's a little bit older, so I think his body's breaking down a little bit. He works really hard. I don't take nothing away from him, but he does a lot of weight. In boxing, when you do too much weight like that, that's when.
For this fight, what I see is that Bivol has the power to hurt Beterbiev because Beterbiev has been hurt before by Alexander Gvozdyk, Benavidez explained. "I've sparred both, and Bivol hits harder than Gvozdyk. It's going to be a really interesting fight. If Bivol stays on his feet all night, uses his jab and stands his ground during exchanges, I think he has a great chance of winning. But once Beterbiev gets his engine going, that guy is like a train. He has, 19 fights and 19 knockouts? It's a true 50-50 fight." Benavidez, who boasts an unbeaten record of 30 wins with 24 knockouts, proved why he's one of boxing's most feared pound-for-pound punchers on February 1st, securing a unanimous decision victory over David Morrell.
Beterbiev, I think he's a little bit older, so I think his body's breaking down a little bit. He works really hard. I don't take nothing away from him, but he does a lot of weight. In boxing, when you do too much weight like that, that's when you start to break down more. So I'm leaning a little bit more towards
this victory. Scored 115-111, 115-111, and 118-108 by the judges, Benavidez successfully retained his WBC interim light heavyweight title and claimed Morrell's WBA regular light heavyweight belt. More importantly, he solidified himself as the #1 contender for the undisputed light heavyweight championship, set to be decided when Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol meet in their highly anticipated rematch on February 22nd. However, facing the winner of Beterbiev vs. Bivol 2 hasn't always been Benavidez's primary focus.
Do you think he does?
I think so. He has the ability to do it. Because they're really strong fighter. It's gonna be hard, but he can do it.
For years, Benavidez insisted he deserved a shot at Canelo Alvarez at super middleweight. However, with Canelo showing little interest in the matchup, Benavidez eventually turned his attention to the light heavyweight division.
You feel that your power hand was as effective as you wanted it to be? Or was this guy, was it like banging on an anvil?
Well, he's like a wall, to be honest. I didn't throw.
On his podcast, former world champion Sean Porter shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight, expressing confidence in Bivol's ability to defeat Beterbiev. Porter predicted that the fight wouldn't end early, stating, "Beterbiev is going to take a lot of punches like he always does, and I don't think he can catch up to Dmitry Bivol." He added, "Nope, he can't drag Bivol into a brawl. He's too disciplined, has too much lateral movement, and is too intuitive. He's a great boxer." Porter believes Bivol's technical skills will be the difference, noting that Beterbiev's tendency to absorb punches could make it difficult for him to handle Bivol's movement and ring IQ.
What about Beterbiev? What about
Beterbiev?
40, I think.
Okay.
Hey,
40, yeah.
he's gonna win that fight. Easy. He might stop. Easy. Hey, I'm
The fight has drawn significant attention as it brings together two of today's top champions. Now, legendary Mexican champion Julio Cesar Chavez has weighed in with his prediction. Chavez stated that Bivol must go for a knockout within the first 8 rounds. Otherwise, his best chance of winning lies in taking the fight the distance and securing victory on the judges' score.
I'm making a bet.
Easy.
Bet.
Easy. I
don't think easy. I do have him beaten.
Without, if you can't land, well, man, that is a boxer. God, dog, he can box.
Artur Beterbiev is going to take a lot of.
It's a good fight. A tough fight, Chavez said in statements to ISO.com. "I believe that if Beterbiev doesn't win within the first 8 rounds, Bivol will take the victory by decision." Former champion Timothy Bradley echoed this sentiment, emphasizing that the opening rounds will be crucial in setting the tone for the fight. He continued, noting that while some might expect Beterbiev to start slowly due to his knee surgery and 9-month layoff, he should take an aggressive approach to disrupt Bivol's rhythm and create discomfort early on. However, Bradley cautioned that starting fast comes with risks, as Bivol is a precise counterpuncher. "It will be fascinating to see how this unfolds and impacts the fight's dynamics," he added. That's all for now. For the latest updates on boxing news, events, and highlights, stay connected by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss out on quality content. Until next time.
Again, now the jab doesn't come, but then you shoot, and then you fall short with your offense because the guy steps back out of range, and then you